you kind of say a bunch of things a few times, but just in a different way throughout the presentation, and kind of tightening the whole thing up. So I'll give you a couple of examples. So I loved, actually, you did the best job of, I would say, interweaving your customer insights throughout the presentation of any of the ones we've seen today. But maybe you may not need to break out a separate customer insights thing, I mean, especially if you have the customer there to talk about it, and just interweave it when you talk about points where a customer said something that makes it favorable. The second thing that I think, and you, again, you talk about this a couple of different ways, the basic positioning of you're a group loyalty-based program versus Groupon, which is attract new customers with an offer, or the punch card, which is a single user loyalty program for one specific kind of offer. And you offer more different kinds of offers, groups, and loyalty based. And so quickly getting that across would be helpful.
I was thinking, because I was saying, given how crowded the space is, your competition chart, although it had several things on it, it's way busier than that. And putting in the punch card saying where that fits, and you're just showing that this is over here, but it's really single individual, and we're providing this. So that would help a lot in sort of saying, despite how crowded this is, we're still different.
Because the purpose of the competitive thing is to position your thing uniquely. Yeah. So you're unique versus a punch card in that you can do groups and you can do more kinds of offers per merchant than a punch card. You know, no coffee shop's going to have
it's a
4 different. It's more flexible than a punch card. With this group concept focused on loyalty, but not just focused on new customers like Groupon that doesn't yield any repeat business. And then I think you also have to then explain the advantages of groups, which you could infer around referral, that most new long-term customers, and you might just be able to say this without evidence, but most long-term customers come from a referral from someone they know. That seems to make some common sense. So group discounts provides a way for businesses to encourage their already loyal customers to get other people to use the same business as they are, so that they get a shared discount, something like that. I don't know. Do you think it's believable to say that most new customers come from a referral of someone who's already a loyal customer?
Referral or a company.
Yeah.
Let's go over to my favorite coffee shop, kind of things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought in fact, your specific customer insight page I would drop, because I think it was mostly just saying, yeah, we kind of like the idea, and it wasn't saying anything more than positive feedback. So I think having that incorporated through as you did was fun. How are you planning to show your demos next week? Same way, or with the movie and the video?
Probably a new video, but the same concept.
Yeah. So with the video, one thing is this is an issue I had a couple weeks ago was you need to show being in the store kind of context, if that's what's happening. It's still this disembodied and pressing buttons on a phone. You really want to have, I think, want to be a thing where I'm in the video, I'm in the store, I'm redeeming, I punch, and then you see if that's what's happening. You want to show me how this is actually happening, just so I can get a reality of being in some place. So if you're going to be shooting another video, I would definitely try to contextualize the redemption part. You don't need that for the store person.
Yeah. So do you think that in that case, could we simulate the whole process without showing the screen? So I'm saying, okay, I want to redeem, so I have to click, and then I want to scan the QR code, but not showing the actual mobile interface?
Well, I would just go back and forth. I mean,
I would do a fudge between the two, which is
splice. The customer does this, and then they do whatever they do in the store, and then it's done.
Yeah, you show someone, especially since it sounds like you have the coffee shop on Noise pretty engaged. Show someone in the coffee shop at Noise, and have it so they hear the beep of the QR scan on the counter. Maybe even show where. I like that you have the visual aid of the QR code, but show sort of how it's placed in situ at point of sale in the video, and then intersplice that around demos that you might do, in a room where you can mount the camera and make sure the lighting's right and in focus, because I know that's all difficult with the mobile device. but intersplice
It's a movie,
for the,
it's a movie. You're
yeah, it's a
doing
movie.
But just to
Yeah.
get the point across.
Yeah.
So just one minor thing in your presentation, that when you got to the slide about businesses, you had a really clear, very crisp, short, concise statement of the value to them, okay? As in contrast to your first slide, okay,
Yeah.
which had tons
Way
of
too
text on
verbose.
it and was
Oh,
real
okay,
hard
yeah.
to.
Yeah, that's-
So
I-
it's almost
I
like you take
agree.
that first slide and just put your business proposition, one sentence, your customer proposition, shopper proposition, one sentence kind of thing.
Yeah, I would say the other thing is you need to cover all the things in the canvas without saying,
Yeah,
I'm
don't
gonna,
tell canvas.
without having a slide for everything in the canvas.
Right.
So,
And-
I
and
mean,
you don't even
it's a good
mention it.
draft.
The canvas is a tool you use
Yeah.
to prepare to present. You don't say, here's our
Yeah.
canvas.
Yeah, so.
You guys didn't really have anything on the financial model or ask or, how much money you need to move this forward or anything else like that. So, I think about adding that, but
Yeah.
certainly, on a criteria. On the marketing side, you may wanna spend a little more time talking about how you're going to sell this into businesses versus all the versus just the benefits for business. On the front end. So, I think that's helpful. I think in general, you rush through the setup piece up front. So like, you're trying to make, I think you had some very compelling points, but like, especially at the Groupon point, about 93%, but it was rushed a little bit. So it was hard to grasp all that and why you were different because of that. I think you addressed the 800-pound gorilla. I think your content had it, but I think you just rushed through it a little bit, on the front end. I thought you did an excellent job of showing the two key customers and sort of what motivates them on the front end, which is great. Better than anything I've seen so far. So that's all I have.
In terms of the execution, we found that one challenge is we're introducing the group idea. So that's new for businesses, and will require some time to explain the idea to them. So I think that at this point, every business interaction that we're going to have, it's going to be face-to-face. Do you think it's valid to say that at this point, we're going to do customer acquisition this way?
Well, I heard that you guys talked about using a direct sales organization. So
Right.
I assume, that part I assume. That always can be a little bit of I would highlight that as a way you're gonna start, but you wanna have some, virility built into the app so that it could grow beyond that, because it's gonna, that's gonna be expensive, and you guys heard a lot of insight from what you guys heard from Mike Evans last week at Grubhub, and in terms of what you're looking to do.
Yeah, definitely after the concept is established, I think we can achieve that virality. But for the beginning
For the beginning,
stages,
that's a given. No one's gonna have a problem.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.